What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto here with HauntScene. With me, as always, my lovely, beautiful, she's got like a thing in front of her. There we go. Melissa Lukac.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
And tonight, I want to thank you all for watching HauntScene Live.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And I would also like to thank Haunt Shirts, HauntShirts.com, which is having a 25% off sale right now.
Are you saying I could buy more shirts?
You could buy more stuff and spend more money at HauntShirts.com.
I'm down.
Do all
down
the things.
for it.
But we are not alone. In the studio with us, and I believe everybody's microphone is on.
Oh, no, the camera's not on yet.
Except Melissa's.
I'm waiting.
Hey! We got Lily.
I haven't seen you in a while, Lily. How's
I
it
know,
going?
right?
It's
Yeah.
good to see you.
I got
Wait, you got
bangs.
bangs now?
Wow.
That's crazy.
What do you think of Lily's bangs? Put that
Yeah.
in the comments.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
yeah. Melissa
So-
walked in and immediately was like, "You got bangs?"
You got bangs? I haven't seen you in
Bangs?
months and you got bangs?
I was thinking about growing bangs, but you know.
I think, you know what? I
That
think we
didn't-
all should get bangs.
didn't
I think
work
you should
out.
just everything else but bangs.
Yep.
Like,
No, just
or like
keep-
everything
keep
bangs
I
all
don't
and
know.
that
nothing else.
bangs in the
Just,
front.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
just
Nothing
grow
else.
out just a little bit, just enough to have bangs.
Right there, and nothing else.
Wow.
I think we should copy the Kira look because Kira has
Nice.
bangs now.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what's up, everybody? Let me know in the comments where you are watching from. We've got Jared here. We got Sean. Sean is watching from
New
upstate
York.
New York.
What's up,
right
brother?
here.
Northeastern.
And yeah. So what are we drinking tonight, everybody?
Hard Mountain Dew,
We've got
Black cherry.
we've got
which
Hard
these guys
Mountain
were chugging
Dew?
when I got here, and I was like, hey, let me try this, and it was delicious.
it is amazing. So this is sponsored by Mountain Dew,
Tastes
Hard
like
Mountain Dew. Awesome, very cool.
Or at least it should be.
It should be.
It
All
should
right.
be.
So we cannot dally. And why can we not dally tonight?
Can we dilly?
No, we cannot dilly or dally. You've done enough dillying, local celebrity.
Can we Lily?
I have met a fan of HauntScene today,
Oh,
actually
nice.
at Universal. Jess Marie. Yes.
Very cool.
Thank you for watching and supporting us.
We do
really
appreci-
appreciate it.
we
And
do
we
appreciate
appreciate
that.
you. Thank you so much.
We do. We appreciate you so much. You're all amazing. Okay, we need to get started here because we only have an hour to do this. We are going to be mapping 89 haunts in 18 states. So very, very, very tediously last night. I'm proud of myself. I didn't wait till the last second
Good job,
to do this.
Johnny. I'm proud of you.
I put together a little thing, and what we're going to do with this map back here is we're going to pin every haunt that we've been to and color in the states with a UV reactive marker, so hopefully it'll look really cool when it's done. So Lily's going to help with that. Melissa's going to go over there and help in a moment, but I just wanted to let everybody know that Maximus Christmas Bryant is awesome.
We love you, Max.
We love you, Max.
Miss you, buddy.
So thank you for being awesome. We do
I think
appreciate
you should
that.
also have bangs.
All right, let's bang that map. That's the after show.
Johnny.
That's the HauntScene After Dark.
There
version
it
of that.
is. Yep.
First
That's the
we
R-rated.
put the map together and then we bang it.
It's called the pumpkin patch.
18 and older.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and move on over there, Melissa Lukac. So
Join
so
me.
two of the wonderful ladies of HauntScene, aka Wani's Angels.
Lonnie's angels.
Pardon me.
And I'm gonna scoot over here to the middle here.
Get so
So,
touchy.
so here's
My
what we
bad.
need to do very quickly, and you guys can work out a system here. We're going to start pinning the stuff. Now, they show up the reference sheets. Show the reference sheets. So we've got basically where all the
I got
pins
Florida.
go.
I got America.
But what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to talk about. We don't have a lot of time to like dwell on every haunt because we're trying to do this in under an hour. But we'll just kind of very quickly talk about like some memorable thing about the haunt and then move on. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this. Are you ready?
All right, let's do
Terrified.
this.
Let's do
It's
this.
gonna
Let's
happen.
do it.
All
I'm
right.
ready to color. I don't know about you.
So this
All right.
HauntScene, this is everything that we've done since 2015. Now, one thing, a couple rules of engagement here with this map and how we're approaching it is many haunts we've done more than once. Like obviously we go to Halloween Horror Nights every year, Hallows Scream every year. We do every haunt that we can in Florida every year. So this is going to be a cumulative list. So you're not going to see the same haunts over and over again. It's going to be as we did new haunts, we're adding them to the list, right? Good? Okay. All right. And by the way, what we consider a haunt is a separate location. So we don't do the thing where if we go to like a, Sir Henry's Haunted Trail and they've got 3 trails, some people count that as 3 haunts. We count it as 1. Because if we really wanted to pad our numbers, I mean, Halloween Horror Nights has 10 haunts every year.
10 houses. You can
We've
do
done
10
like
haunts.
500
Yeah.
haunts. Like, we don't do that
No,
crap.
like 1 haunt.
And if you do that, stop. If you park your car or if you are a separate location, that counts as 1 haunt right there. Okay. All right. So here we go. We do monster. We do Mortar Manor a lot because we love Mortar Manor.
Hey.
All right. Let's go ahead and get started here. Okay. Haunt number 1 in Orlando. So pin Orlando.
Okay, so pin Orlando.
Actually, color in Florida real quick.
Yeah.
We're coloring first.
So quick.
Okay.
No.
No,
I
I'm-
hear-
I'm-
What did I do?
map.
What did I do? Oh, the whole thing.
It's all state. Do
know.
it. Hurry. Okay, trace it. Be good. All right. So Melissa's tracing that. There we go. Do your best. Do it real quick. There we go. Okay. Very, very, very good. All
I
right.
told you this was gonna be.
I know it's going to be a cluster.
This is fun.
Okay,
Okay,
so-
okay. What's
All right.
next?
So it's in Orlando. So
Is
go
it
ahead and pin that in
Pin
Orlando.
All right.
Boom. There we go. So what do we like about Horror Nights?
All of
Horror
the
Nights-
like.
It's fun. It has a mix of movies and TV and originality. All in one. It's like a hangout spot too, so you can go and chill. You can go there for a few hours, do some houses, and leave. It's got shows, everything. It's got a little bit of everything
Very
for
cool.
everyone. So
And
depending on
themed
what you like.
drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
themed drinks,
Food,
merch.
merchandise. It's got rides.
Mm.
So yeah, it's everything for everyone.
It is what we consider what we call a theme park haunt.
Mhm.
All right, speaking of theme park haunts, number 2, Tampa.
Tampa!
There we go. All right, Hollow Scream. Now, obviously, we've been going to Hollow Scream for many, many years. Hollow Scream
yes.
is it's an alternative to Halloween Horror Nights. They've got some fun stuff there. It's really cool to
It's
walk
mostly
around.
originality, which
Yeah.
I like. I like the most when it comes to haunts, from creative minds.
Yeah.
So it's what HHN used to be back in the day, just all original houses and original concepts.
Okay.
They still got sliders and a whole bunch of different things.
All right.
Bush people in their natural
They
habitat.
do.
I love the bush people.
Love the bush
Love 'em
people.
so
Speaking
much.
of which, we
So-
have a new addition to the studio
The
here.
bush Barbie.
We have the Gilly Suit Barbie that we got from the Kirby's family farm at Transworld. So thank you for that. That was
That's
awesome.
so cool.
In our natural
In her
habitat.
natural habitat.
Yep. Very cool.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead
What's
and we
next?
pin Tampa. Next one is going to be Legends Haunting at Old Town, which is in Kissimmee. So just take a pin and put it right. Move it a little bit closer to that one. There you go. Go ahead and pin that one right there. Yeah, Orlando. Obviously, we're based out of Florida, so we're going to get a lot of stuff, in this area. So Florida's going to be kind of packed because we do all the things. We love Legends Haunting at Old Town. Melissa and I got a chance to do this. This is what was the
Unfortunately,
precursor.
I didn't get to do Legends.
Oh, no.
I actually did it when it was originally
Oh,
Grimm
that's
House.
right, that's right.
Before it was Legends, I did Grimm's House, and
Well,
I
then-
missed Legends, and
then-
then I did
Had
Mortem.
so many different names.
Then technically that's another haunt. That's
Yes,
90.
I did do Grimm's Haunt before it turned into Legends. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
Wow.
All right. Very cool. Okay. So we love that one. Is now Mortar Manor at Old Town. A Petrified Forest. This one's going to be northeast of Orlando, just a hair. So just kind of put it northeast. Nope.
Further? Like,
There,
east.
there we go.
east.
Northeast.
East.
We're gonna learn very quickly. I'm
East and your west.
terrible
There
at
is
geography.
a compass on the map
Listen.
in case you need it.
It makes it. Look at it going up.
I know, very cool. And then love the Petrified Forest.
Love
Petrified Forest
Petrified
probably has
Forest.
some of the best scares in Florida.
Mhm.
We don't rank haunts. We don't say one haunt is better than another, but they always wreck us. So
Destroy us.
we love
Especially this
Petrified
past
Forest.
year when
Yeah.
Johnny and I went back with the glow stick.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got wrestled to
goodness.
the ground. I
Definitely,
got picked up on the shoulders. Yeah, it was fun.
definitely make put the Black Light Night because it is pretty brutal.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that again this year.
Yeah.
They didn't have it the year before because of COVID, but they finally brought it back last year, and it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yep. When I realized, though, this is year one. This is actually predating Melissa. I had another co-host
Oh,
before
oh,
this, so
I thought it was the only. I thought it was the first. and
I
only
mean,
one,
we don't
Johnny.
we don't really pretend that the first 2 seasons happened. But technically, we were there. All right, so we need to go to Screamageddon. Screamageddon is in Dade City, which is let's just say northeast Tampa. So move it
North,
up, right
East.
about there.
Right
That's good.
There?
Yeah, right there is good.
Perfect.
Perfect. And now I don't expect all these things to be perfect. And by the way, I don't. These could be slightly off because my brain was just blending together last night. Screamageddon, we haven't gone in a couple of years due to some
Controversy.
safety concerns.
Yes. Yes.
Let's I'm not gonna say anything bad about it, but there were some issues that have not been addressed to us yet. So that one's kind of on the shelf for now. But when we did go, we did have a good time.
It was fun. When
Yeah.
I went the first 2 or 3 times we went, when Johnny took me, they had some interactive elements in their haunts, which I kind of enjoyed.
Sounds like maybe they got a little too interactive at some point.
You're right. You're right. I mean, I do like the interactive elements when it comes to haunted houses. So.
Yeah. So if you want to go and have a good time, that's cool. We're just taking. I mean, we've been there. We went there like the first 5 years, so we've just taken a little bit of time off. And then finally, and this is a haunt that we miss dearly, the Shallow Grave, which was in. It was like where that pin is on the middle.
Oh, where
bottom.
that pin is?
Sorry. That
I
one.
know there's 5 pins
Go.
up there.
Keep going down one left, one more diagonal. Just keep going down.
Okay.
A little bit to the right. Here we go.
To the right.
Yeah, there we go. Right there. Perfect. So remember, this is approximate. And we got a lot of pins to put it on
Yeah.
Florida.
Oh my god, my hands are so shaky.
Have we done Enigma? Absolutely, we've done Enigma.
Of course, we've done Enigma many times.
We already miss Enigma. Enigma, unfortunately, the original location closed, but we're gonna get to that in a little bit. So that was year 1. Didn't do a ton of haunts.
Shallow Grave was fun. I luckily got the chance to do Shallow Grave, but right before it closed, in 2017 when I first joined the show with Johnny.
Yeah.
I got to do it its final year.
Shallow Grave was it was probably one of the most aggressive haunts that Florida has ever seen. It has definitely missed that style of haunt. You're not gonna find anything like that in Florida these days. So miss that.
Body
Hopefully they'll
checked
come
by
back
a
at someday.
zombie.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Held dear life onto my leg. That was
Yep.
fun. Yeah,
All right,
it was
moving
fun. Good
on.
times.
Got to keep moving on here. Okay, so another one that's going to be in Orlando. So just kind of find Orlando because we're going to start pinning stuff like crazy. Zombie Outbreak. So we've done Zombie Outbreak. Unfortunately, it's closed. It was like laser tag
really
with
fun.
zombies. It was literally running through a haunted house with like a laser tag. Melissa, I found out that day, was the Terminator. She not only murdered all the zombies, she also murdered the guide as well.
Oh, no! Which I turned a corner and I
It
accidentally
shot him.
shot him because I thought he was a zombie.
I learned that day that if there is ever a zombie apocalypse, that Melissa will save us all.
I have very good accuracy. when it comes to aiming.
We're gonna move over to Murder House, which is in Tampa. So put that next to Tampa.
Of course, in him.
It is a forest in Tampa. All right. Florida's just gonna just blow.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm ready.
So I got a chance to do Murder House. I don't think they've done this. Ironically enough, Murder House, the main benefit is the big cat rescue for Carol Baskin from the Tiger King,
Wait,
which is
what?
so funny. Right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, have you ever watched Tiger King?
I have not.
Oh.
I
have not seen
refuse.
it.
Yeah.
I've
I
not
refuse.
seen it.
Carol Baskin. So I don't know if they're coming back or not. When I showed up like one night to Chamber of Terror when it was on the ship with our friends Courtney, and that way they were actually closing, and they're like, hey, we're gonna go do this other haunt, and they walked us through it, and apparently there was a waiver, and it was in like the basement of like a building in Ybor City. It was interesting. It was definitely a force in Tampa. All right, moving on. Mortar Manor. We already talked about this a little bit. That's going to be another one.
I
Just
don't
kind
even know
of,
if I can.
just we should just pin the whole state.
I
Yeah,
think
right?
just cover the whole
Just gonna
state.
keep-
Yep.
Yeah.
Just cover the whole state.
So Mortar Manor is the current year-round haunt that is in Old Town Kissimmee. Our team member Kira actually works at Postmortem next door. Lily has scare-acted there before.
I actually did the last 2 weekends. I did
Oh.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday last weekend, and Saturday of this weekend
Nice.
that just happened.
So we love Jess. We love everybody at Mortem. They're awesome. We love Dan. We love everybody.
So much fun.
Good stuff. It's definitely a good way to scratch that haunt itch when it's not the haunt season. Very, very cool. Love Mortar Manor. Can't spend a ton of time here. Chime in if you want to, because I'm just going to keep talking.
Mortem is definitely fun. I'm glad like we have some type of all year round haunt here in Orlando to do to scratch that haunt itch that you need before the haunt season. So it's always a good time. They're always changing it. They're always bringing in new things and stuff. They do holidays like Christmas. They do the V-Day. No, they don't do V-Day.
We don't do a themed V-Day now.
Yeah,
But they do
themed
Christmas,
events.
so
yeah.
Christmas is fun. So
And we do like
Yeah.
blackout nights
Mhm.
where you have to like walk
Ooh,
around
that would
with
be
a flashlight.
terrifying.
that's a terrifying.
is terrifying.
It's terrifying enough in there
Especially
with the lights
because
on.
the flashlight is like Bluetooth, so
Oh.
it turns off at
Oh,
certain spots or
no.
it like flickers.
Oh.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mortar Manor, we go
Mortar
all
Manor's
out.
legit.
We do not
Yeah.
hold back, so
Yeah.
beware.
Yeah.
You get tackling into the ground.
And
a
if
little
Oh
you-
bit
no, we
closer.
don't touch, but
And if your feelings get easily hurt, don't go to Mortar Manor.
yes.
All right, moving on, moving on.
Yeah, they have an awesome store and they have post mortem.
All right, another
which is
one
a
in
store.
Tampa is going to be Chamber of Terror. Chamber of
Oh,
Terror. Now, Chamber of Terror
really
had a
good
couple
one.
iterations. We loved Chamber of Terror when it was on the American Victory ship. Our friend Courtney McIntyre,
Good
Bradley
enough.
Days did that. Had a really good time every time we went. If you check out Studio 1031, Courtney makes costumes now for haunt, so it's really, really cool. Hopefully he'll do some haunt stuff in the future, but that was really fun. We did Vault of Souls, which is also in Tampa. I went alone the first year. I spent 4 hours this thing. Yeah, just kind of stick it in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting all like crooked, but it's fine.
That's fine.
It's a choice.
It is a choice.
It works. It
Okay.
works.
So, Vault of Souls, we ended up doing this a couple times over the last few years. Vault of Souls is not a haunt per se. Our buddy Scott Swinson does this. It's more of like a theatrical, immersive experience. We
I
went and had a
love.
really, really good
It's a
time.
very unique type haunt. It's not like your jump scare
Yeah.
traditional haunt. It's a very like it's a performance type.
There's a
haunt,
bit of
which
like
is really neat.
mystery and intrigue
Mhm.
to
It's
it.
kind of like an escape game.
Yeah.
Type
Yeah.
thing.
A little
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
really
pretty
cool.
neat, you know.
Yeah, we do need a separate map for Florida.
But I think we need. I think
Like
yeah.
we literally
I think
zoomed
so.
in.
I
like,
know,
with
I'm-
our sample
yeah.
map.
Yeah.
Yeah, we that's fine. Eventually the whole state will just be pins.
Yeah.
We might as well just
I'm
pick
ready
the whole
for it.
thing, literally.
And unfortunately nobody else got to do this but me, but Catharsis was in Orlando, so stick another pin maybe to the bottom
Somewhere in
right of
Orlando.
there.
Orlando's already pinned.
There you go.
No, yeah.
Just stick a bunch of things. Well, we're not done. But Catharsis was another immersive experience. It was more of a performance piece. I went there in season 2 with co-host at the time, Ashley. It was interesting. So Ricky Briganti put that on. It was really, really cool. At some point, I was laying in a bed and they put like a face over me, and then some guy with that was in like lingerie was rubbing up against me. It was very, very interesting to say the least. I love the immersive stuff. It was really, really dark. I feel like I should stop talking, but it was fun. It was
I
cool.
didn't know any of this.
I know. I got whipped.
Like, as
This
long
is,
as
I've actually gotten whipped in a couple
I
haunts
think it's all
before.
of Johnny's fantasies.
Yeah.
As long as you
Life.
consent. As long
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
you
you
consent.
consent.
I did. I got
I'm one
flogged.
of the lonely boys
It was
who
a good
was
time.
Johnny.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
That's a
Gotta
whole
move
other
on. Gotta move on. Okay, moving on. Year 3. This is when Melissa joined the show.
Woohoo!
We did
That's right.
Never Ending Nightmare, which used to be in.
It was Ocala?
No, Ocala's too far. It was
Ocoee.
Ocoee.
One of the one of
It was
the
Ocoee. So that's gonna be like north. It's gonna be like West Orlando.
Lake Okeechobee.
So yes,
West Orlando,
just
Silver Lake.
stick him
Yeah,
in there.
right in Orlando.
Yep. So Never Ending Nightmare was in the West Oaks Mall. Our friends Chris Grieco and Jimmy Castro run it. They also did a team up with Courtney from Chamber of Terror to the Nightmare Chamber at Phantasm last year, which was a really, really cool. Another one that we did was Beast of Blackwood, which was awesome.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it was only 1 year, but it was really cool. It was like an 80s, think of like Stranger Things type thing, out in the woods, and
Yeah.
you went with these characters that took you, and you had to find like the beast, and then they got like taken, and
Yeah, it was hard. It's hard to describe, but it was another
very hard to describe, but it was so
immersive-
much fun. It was very interactive.
Which was actually, it was only
really
like
cool.
15 minutes from here, which is
Yeah,
my
it
favorite.
was
part.
right down,
Really?
right down
Yeah.
the road here. From
It was at the
Johnny's house.
Wallaby
Okay, so
Ranch, which is like a
Mhm.
blight thing.
Right,
Really, really cool.
Right there is where I'm
It was awesome. I was hoping it would come back 1 year, but I loved it so much. It was
Yep.
it was a lot of fun.
So that was good. Now Ominous Descent, I'm gonna kind of give this one a dual thing. So we're actually gonna put it in like south of those pins right there. Maybe a little bit towards the east side. A little bit west. There you go, right there. Technically, we spent a lot of time in some of the haunts we've had a chance to visit. we got a chance to visit Ominous Ascent all the way up until it was about to open, and unfortunately Hurricane Irma destroyed their original location. Now they did open up a smaller version of the haunt when they were partnering with Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, which was really cool. Hopefully they come back someday, but the original location was amazing. Like, it would have been really, really cool if that location would have actually opened up. So I'm gonna give myself a technical. I mean, technically we did both locations, but love Eric and Chad and everybody involved with that. We had a really, really good time, and they were really hospitable to us. So those are some of our best friends in the haunt industry. Yep. All right. So Melissa got a chance to visit Ominous Ascent a couple times.
It was a lot of fun. Like, we even got to we got to do some things in their original location before it was taken down because of Irma. Like, we got to film and stuff. And then we got to visit it while it was at Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, and it was an awesome experience. Very detailed, very interactive, great outdoor elements. Everything about it was really cool.
Yeah. One night we showed up like right before they closed, and it started raining.
It was perfect.
It was like being in a horror movie.
It really set the ambiance of the house. Like, they had this one scene where you walked inside a house and like they had the window and it was broken, and you saw the rain go down outside of the window. Like, and then and then Johnny sneezed.
Oh, sorry. And then I sneezed. It was good.
But yeah, it was really a cool experience when it was at Sir Henry's. So
another one that I got a chance to visit was Buckingham Terror. This was like a charity community type haunt. This was in Lakeland, which is going to be in between. Or so just put it somewhere in the thing, somewhere in there. Yeah, there we go.
There's a gap right here.
Yep.
Find a space and put it in there.
I actually didn't think about Florida all the way through. Maybe we should take this map and move it next to that map or something.
Yeah.
We actually have a whole map of Florida right here. Maybe we'll have to think about that in the future.
We'll have to make Florida its own separate map, honestly.
So Buckingham Terror, it was cool. Community haunt, little mom and pop. It's pretty neat to visit. Very nice people. Enigma Haunt. Enigma Haunt was awesome. Enigma Haunt was in South Florida in Boca Raton. Currently, they just did their last season at that location, but I believe maybe they'll look for something out in the future.
It was around Miami.
Yeah, it was north of Miami.
Okay, so we've got some room here.
North of Miami.
North of Miami. Do you see West Palm on there?
I see Palm Beach.
There you go. Do south of Palm Beach.
Okay, so above Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah,
okay.
South of Palm Beach, because we're going to need Palm Beach for something else.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So, Eric's in the chat. What's up, Eric?
What's up, Eric?
So thank you so much for that. I loved Enigma. We loved it every time. This is where we started to really connect with the haunt industry in Florida, where it became less about us visiting the haunts and more about visiting our friends. So thank you to Billy and Karen and David and everybody we know from Enigma. We love you. And a lot of people from Enigma are either going to be with Fright Nights next year, or they're going to be doing Extreme Action Park again, like the one that Freddie did. We're excited about that.
We got tortured and
chicken
chicken
heads and blood and spiders.
I feel like it's going to be 10 times worse, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we got Sir Henry's Haunted Trail. Sir Henry's Haunted Trail is also in that Lakeland type area in Plant City, west of Lakeland. If you see it on the map, might be buried a little bit more towards the Tampa area.
Yeah. Do like here maybe?
Yeah, that's good. We're just approximating this. Yeah. Love Sir Henry's. Love Zach. Always had a good time at Sir Henry's.
Love Sir Henry's.
Ominous Ascent was here for a couple of years. I know Zach is currently working on redoing one of his trails. So good luck with that. I'm sure it'll be a good time. Very hospitable to us. We love Zach.
They also do holidays. They do Christmas. They did Christmas for the first time last year.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Christmas, Valentine's Day. Pretty soon they're going to do Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
Some random holidays. Yeah, Arbor Day.
All the trees.
Yep. It's going to be nothing but people in ghillie suits.
Grandparents Day. You know, Pie Day. Let's do it.
Awesome. 89 haunts to Penn, 91 are in Florida. No, we're going to get there because when we started off doing things in Florida, and then very quickly we started like getting out of state like crazy.
The whole show is going to be nothing but Florida.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. All right. Speaking of which, so now we need to move over. Melissa, please color in Missouri, please.
With pleasure.
Missouri. So I got a chance. I'll talk over these while we were doing this one. I got a chance to go to the Limp Brewery during Transworld. We just got back from Transworld, which is the haunted attractions convention, and that is going to be in St. Louis. And St. Louis is in eastern Missouri. It's like right on the border right there.
Okay.
So you're going to put two pins there.
Okay, so You'll have room because for once it's not Florida.
Yeah, we got plenty of room right here. St. Louis, and then put one right next to it because they're both. We're gonna get to Illinois in a moment. Actually, that's in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Okay.
St. Louis,
All right, put one right next to it because the other one, and this is probably what
Illinois
opened my
side or
eyes
Missouri side?
on the west side, to the left of it. There you go. Sorry, my left. So when I did the darkness, this is what really opened my eyes to the amazing haunts that are out there. There are obviously different tiers of haunts in the country. The darkness was like the first like super big dollars amazing haunt. I mean, my eyes like literally hurt the next day because it was so much to look at. And I got a chance to do those with we did Limp Brewery, we did Darkness. Yeah, we had a really good time with that. We have not been to the Limp Mansion, but I heard from our friends from the Grim Life Collective that apparently if that's like where like couples get into fights and stuff like that. And so
What?
I don't
Let's not do that.
apparently there's a bad energy in the Limp Mansion. So we probably won't be going there.
Intriguing.
Yeah. But I want to check it out. If you've been there, let me know. The pins are too big for Central Florida. That's fine. That's fine. We're just covering the state. We're good. We're good. All right. Moving on. Okay. All right. So here's where we're still in Florida. Jesus. Okay. So we need to move up to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And we've been doing and supporting the 13th floor in Jacksonville since it opened. And Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Really, we support Whataburger, but there happens to be a haunt there.
I mean, I don't support Whataburger because they don't
Yeah.
have anything gluten-free.
That's fine.
But 13th floor, not this year, but a different year. That was my first haunt with you guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
You did the scare cam. That was a good time.
You did do
Yep.
the scare
I
cam.
did do the
Great.
scare
So
cam.
our friend Logan is the gym there is moving on to Nashville Nightmare, which is in Tennessee, which we'll get to in a little bit. But our friend Ashley will be the new gym there, so that's cool
Nashville
because we
Nightmare.
met her in another state. So
How I tag Nashville Nightmare at New Orleans
Yep.
Nightmare.
that's fine. That's fine. They understand. Now, along with this one in Jacksonville, if you want to put another pin near that, because this was like within like a 5-minute drive, was Warehouse 31 Unleashed.
I got to do that one my first year of HauntScene. At the
Yep.
end of 2017. Yep, that was the last time I got to do it.
So that was fun. It used to be a lot cooler when there were two haunts within 5 minutes of each other.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Warehouse 31 closed. Tommy Outley, I believe, super nice guy to us, very hospitable to us. Awesome. Maybe they'll come back at some point in the future. All right. Moving on down here towards Fort Myers. Fort Myers, which is going to be, do you see it on the map? Perfect. So Melissa and I, in our first South Florida trip, went out and did Legends of Oblivion.
What happened?
Let's be diplomatic. This was our Wayne Anderson, who's amazing and awesome FX guy and all that stuff. Super nice guy. We love him. I don't think the haunt was ready to open. I think that let's just leave it at that.
It definitely wasn't. We were going through, and they were still being.
They were still working on stuff, and the scares
being done
were
and stuff, and getting things ready. And I don't think it was ready for
yeah.
a.
Hopefully, it got better as the
Friends and
season
family type
went
night.
on, but yeah.
That
it
is
was,
something that I appreciate about being part of HauntScene is sometimes you do get to see a little bit more of the like not quite ready
Like behind
stuff,
the scenes.
the behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
Which
Yeah.
is actually kind of cool too.
Like I really
you know.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
but yeah. Okay, so maybe they'll come back at some point in the future. Moving on in Florida, let's go up to Gainesville.
Right there.
And up in Gainesville, in that area, we visited Torment Factory. Did you go with that, Melissa? Did you go there?
I did not. I was not able to go to Torment Factory.
Okay.
I think I missed it the 2 times you've been there.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
were.
I
It
think I
was.
missed
It was
it
one time. It was
both
in
times.
Trenton, Florida, and then it
Yeah.
was in the Gainesville area right there. It was cool. I don't know if they're coming back. But we went out. Misfits Unmanaged was there. Freaks of HHM was there. We had a pretty good time with that one right there. And then Friday nights going back down to South Florida. Let's go a little bit northwest of where Enigma was. So on the east side of the state, just go a little bit northwest on the West Palm. Nope, east side.
Sorry.
There we go. Your other east.
My other east.
Your other east.
But
I said
we
we.
love Friday Nights. We love
You said
Alex. We love everybody.
I love Fright Nights.
We love
Fright Nights is awesome. You guys
out of all the haunt, and we don't rank haunts. We don't say one haunt is better than another. But I can say that we are really good friends with a couple haunts, and I would say Fright Nights is probably
very cool.
really
Fright
up
Nights.
there with us. They love us. We love them. We love trying to promote and help them every chance we get. I have a feeling with an influx of Enigma folks, including David Grecius, we're gonna probably get murdered next year
How am I gonna
or
die?
this season.
This
So
season.
yeah, we
Oh,
love Fright Nights.
That laser swamp was everything.
Yeah.
I just have to say, like 20 of them rising
Oh
Yep.
my
was the
god.
scariest thing I've ever seen in my life in a haunt.
Yep. And Kira's actually in the chat right now. Kira loves the
Kara
laser swamp.
loves laser swamp.
Absolutely.
She,
Any haunts watching this, Kara loves it.
yeah, make sure
Yeah.
you install laser swamp if you know
Just
that
make a
Kira's coming.
whole house of laser swamp.
Just
and
call it
she'll
laser
love you.
swamp.
Yes.
Laser swamp spiders.
No. You can leave
No
the
spiders. No spiders.
Just laser swamp. It's not that I'm scared of them. Just no spiders.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
scared of spiders.
So it is like
Lily's
I will
scared of
admit
them.
that.
Kira said in the chat, it is totally worth a drive. Yeah, if you've never ever been down to South Florida, there's some good stuff. Down there.
Kira and her boyfriend, Chacho, actually went back and they got even more destroyed.
We'll
than
bleep
the first
that
time.
out for you, Kira.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to.
Anyway.
Anyhow, moving on. All right, so now here's where we get into the good stuff. Year 4. This is when Melissa and I started to go a little crazy and start getting out of state more together.
Mhm.
So the first one we did, and we're going to go up to Michigan. Color in Michigan, please.
I'm on.
Now, I am from Detroit, Michigan myself, so this is where I grew up. And in Detroit, or in Michigan, when I was growing up, there was always the Erebus haunted house. And it had like a spotlight, and it was a
So
big
sorry.
deal. But when I was in Michigan, before I moved to Florida here in 2007, I really wasn't into haunts until I got down here and I discovered Halloween Horror Nights and Shallow Grave and all those other haunts right here. And this is what kind of awakened us right here. So
Really funny.
why is it
It's
squeaky?
squeaking.
It's so squeaky. Wow.
Now,
Keep
stupid
squeaking.
question time. Is this green area part
Yes,
of Michigan?
that is part of Michigan up there as well.
Okay.
Make sure you get the UP,
swear to God.
the Upper Peninsula up there, Melissa.
Good to
That's
know,
what I'm
'cause
saying.
I swear I did
Keep going.
graduate from high school.
That's fine. I mean, Michiganders just do like the mitten,
Mhm.
you know. So this, I can
The
show you where Pontiac is. It's right here. But you should see Pontiac on
I
there.
see it. Yeah.
So go ahead and stick one in Pontiac, and then go about maybe a 1/4 inch south of that. We're gonna put Hush on there. Hush is in. Oh God, I don't even remember. We've done Hush in 2 locations.
You should know this, Johnny. Michigan's your state. Come on.
I forget where the original city was. Do it. Do
Show
it like
us on your hand.
do
Where
it
is
like directly south of it. Just go down like a 1/4 inch. There you go, right there. Perfect. So we've done Hush. We've done Erebus. Erebus at one point was the longest haunted house in the U.S. We love Ed Terabus, super nice guy, old school. He's the person that invented the laser swamp,
Just for Kira.
just for Kira.
All right. Thank
So
you
that
so
was
much
awesome.
for that.
Yep. And then
So grateful.
we loved Hush. You got to see Hush's new location. It's amazing.
I would love to see how. I mean, I did it that year. I went with you to Michigan. It was still just as fun.
Yeah.
So
They went from like it was like a auto dealership thing in a smaller area. They bought like an old skate rink and they used the whole skate rink for a haunt. It's pretty badass. Really, really good time. What else we got here? Dent Schoolhouse.
Dent
So in Ohio,
Schoolhouse.
go ahead and color in Ohio.
oh yeah. I want-
Now we have done a
Where's Ohio?
ton
There it
of
is.
stuff. Oh my god.
Wow.
So this is going to be a geography lesson.
I'm not alone.
I just took a second. Okay.
That's okay. So don't mind the squeaks. Don't mind. That was an unintended consequence here. Doing the squeakies.
Don't mind me just taking videos for a reel.
All right, perfect. And what we're gonna do here in
Alright,
this
Ohio.
year, we actually did a couple things. We went from Florida all the way up to Michigan and back. This was our first like major road trip. Melissa, I found out, was also a Terminator here because she drove basically the whole
I
time.
drove the entire time up there, 12 hours
Yeah.
straight back, and then I went to Horror Nights until 2 a.m.
Yeah, it was pretty
You would.
crazy.
I would do that. Yeah.
Hey, David's in here. What's up, David?
What's up, David?
Oh man, we can't wait to see what Fright Night
Oh, I
does this
can't
year.
wait. And Extreme Action Park. I'm
Yeah.
kind of scared actually, but
Yeah. All right,
Okay,
so go ahead and
so
pin
then-
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Dent Schoolhouse. This is where we met Maximus Christian Bryant,
Yeah.
who's awesome.
Pumpkin Smasher.
Is that where Cincinnati is? Oh yeah, it's right on the
Yeah.
border of Kentucky. That's right.
Dent
It's
Schoolhouse was.
Cincinnati right there.
There we go.
That's how
No, I agree.
It was so much fun when we went. We had such a great time, and it was an actual
Yeah.
schoolhouse too that they used back in the day. It was actually haunted as well.
Yep.
So it was really neat. We went downstairs and we went up through the building. It was really cool
Yeah,
and really creepy.
Dent Schoolhouse is one of my.
And then they had an indoor and an outdoor element. So when you exit the house outdoors, this was like the slaughterhouse where they had all the chainsaws, and this guy chased me up the gravel.
Yeah,
like literally,
Melissa ran out of the haunt.
he kept going too. He kept running past the school, almost into the street, and the guy just kept going.
I love
Nice.
haunts that have more than one floor
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
more than one element kind of thing.
Same. I like
Fantastic.
indoor and outdoor elements. Like we can go from indoors and then outdoors in the back.
Mhm.
So, because you think it's over, but you go right
No.
into the next one.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah.
So this is where we met Maximus. Maximus is also, he's like basically my clone, but we met him in character. He was
Mhm.
Pumpkin Smasher, and then we've become really good friends with him.
We found
So-
out his favorite band is Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, well, I inferred that.
Johnny
so,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's heard that joke before.
Mhm.
All right, find Columbus on Ohio. Columbus, this was called 13th Floor Columbus when we went. It's now called Fear Columbus. We were actually waiting to do Haunted Hoochie one night, and our friend Bradley, actually through our contacts at 13th Floor, we got put in touch with Ashley, who's now going to be the GM at 13th Floor Jacksonville. So everything comes full circle, and then we did that one. I hear there's a lot of changes to that one.
Fear Columbus is 13th floor what we did?
Yeah, remember 13th Floor Columbus? Remember you're dancing with the goat?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I realized it was called
They
Fear Columbus.
yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
it's been rebranded, but it was good. I hear it's basically all different now, so I hear
Okay.
it's really good. And then we're gonna find Atlanta. So go ahead and color in Georgia.
Yay.
My home state.
All right.
Good old Georgia.
Dancing with a goat. Melissa's been dancing with all kinds
I've
of
been
things.
dancing with all sorts of creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna put that in Atlanta.
That one's gonna be in the Atlanta area. It's fine. It's actually technically
Dancing with a goat.
Stone Mountain,
Yeah.
Florida, but it's the Atlanta area. That's fine.
So Mountain, Georgia.
Yeah. Remember, these are approximate.
Mhm.
But this is where we started to get out of town, so we'll put that one in Atlanta. The thing is with Georgia, if you ever set foot in Georgia, I think you're legally required to go to Netherworld because they will
you
literally
have-
pull you over
you
if
have
you don't
to.
go to Netherworld
You
because
have to. It's
you gotta
a
do it.
Yeah.
requirement.
and Netherworld, I believe, is open up every night in October. So I think it's open up a ton of nights. We actually plan around Netherworld a lot because it's so flexible with the schedule.
That's usually how we're able to go when we go Wednesdays.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
usually go Wednesday nights when we travel.
Yeah, but Netherworld is like the Disney World of haunts. It is like millions of dollars, stuff you'll never ever see in another haunt. We love Ben Armstrong, people we know there, awesome. Really a really good haunt. If you're doing a road trip, you might be a little sketchy to start off at Netherworld because there's a good chance everything's going to be downhill from there.
Yeah.
Not saying the haunts aren't great, but from a production, like just insanity level, Netherworld is it's a Disney World of haunts. It's the only way I can
It's
describe it.
another world.
Yeah.
Hey!
What's up? Maximus is in here now.
Maximus! Awesome.
Apparently, we just we start talking about people and then they join
then
the
they just-
thing.
Magically
It's a
show
little
up.
weird.
Yeah.
All right. We'd love to have you guys come out. This will be second year open out of Oklahoma. Well, we got to go to Oklahoma at some
Gotta go
point.
to Multicolor, Oklahoma.
No,
Oh.
not there yet.
Gotcha.
We're going back up to the Northeast this year, but maybe in a future trip. And then this is going to be, God, I don't even know, east in Ohio. I don't even know where Pataskala is in
Haunted Hoochie?
Chattahoochee. So hold on, I gotta find out where this is.
Oh goodness. East.
Chattahoochee. It's in Ohio, but we went. It was like dark. Chattahoochee's like the haunter's haunt. It was the haunt that a lot of our friends in the haunt industry were like Joe Phillips and Courtney and Bradley Bass were like, you have to do the Haunted Hoochie. It is like insanity. So this one's gonna be. It's gonna be east of Columbus.
It's a crazy haunt. It's the
East of Columbus.
craziest haunt I've ever done.
How
I've seen.
far east of Columbus?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, because we did both
Right there.
13th Floor and Haunted Hoochie in one night.
I saw things in Haunted Hoochie I've never seen in a
Yeah.
haunt before. Probably one of the most extreme haunts I've done in my life.
Yep.
By far.
End of October might be Netherworld haunt visit for me this year. David says, absolutely, yeah, do it. It
It'll
will
blow your mind.
change your perspective on haunts. Yep. Look how that map looks so cool on camera right now. That's really cool. Let's actually take a look at that. Let's blow that up a little bit. Yeah, and we've got some light on it. We'll
see all
we'll
that
cut off
covering?
some of
Yeah.
these lights how it's glowing. That's actually really
Yeah,
cool.
look at that.
Very cool.
Very cool. All right.
All right, we got to keep moving on. Keep moving on.
And we're moving on. Let's
right.
go.
Moving on here. Okay, back to Florida, year 5 here. We've got another one in Orlando.
Wait, you did all Hallows Eve in Ohio.
Not this season. Remember, we're going season by. We're going
Oh, okay.
we're
Gotcha, gotcha.
chronologically.
Timeline. Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
All right. So we've got another one in Orlando called Dark Horizons. So
Horizon.
just throw it.
I
throw
can't
down
see
there.
Orlando anymore.
Yep.
Right.
Dark Horizon was at with the former Nickelodeon Hotel. Steve Sheldon, Charity. I can't remember her last name off the top of my head. But they did. It was cool. It was like a party haunt. They had a lot of bars and drinks and things like that. But it was a cool kind of pop up thing for one season only. We had fun with it, but it only lasted one season right here. This was like the one haunt that there were like 3 characters for every like patron. It was a little weird. So they hired a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was cool. Do you have anything about Dark Horizon? Do you remember Dark Horizon?
I like Dark Horizon a lot. Like you said, it was like a party area with haunted houses. It had aerialists too. It had other fire performers. It had stilt walkers. You can go and drink.
Yeah.
So it was really like a party spot. It was pretty neat. Yeah.
Oh, Stephen Kunkel just joined the chat.
What's up, Steven?
Oh my god. So, like I said, apparently we talk about Bill Gates. Hey, so Bill Gates and Elon Musk and like whatever. I'm just kidding. All right, so they hear their voices burning in their ears and they have to join the stream. All right, moving on. We got to keep going. Let's do Undead in the Water. This is going to be another one in Tampa. Just throw it on there.
I'm gonna do it like right on the edge.
That's fine.
Like right in the water. I'm gonna do it in the water.
In the water.
That's fine. And well, technically, Undead in the Water was on the American Victory ship in the water in Tampa Bay.
Technically, you could put it
So
in
that's
the water.
fine.
Exactly.
So Undead in the Water, this took over after Chamber of Terror moved out. They moved in. It's on an old ship, an old like World War, Korean War, one of those old ships. And the ship itself is super duper haunted and spooky as hell. The ship itself is like the star of the show. But
Isn't it normally like a museum of sorts?
yeah, it's a naval museum
Yeah.
that you can visit during the day if you want to.
Such a unique haunt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
really cool.
It was a lot of fun. The year they did it for COVID, actually, they incorporated COVID into the theme
Yeah.
of the haunt.
That was
Yeah.
I think that was probably one of my favorite years for them because it was like really
too.
aggressive.
Yeah.
It was like 28 days later on a ship.
And they had actors look like they were like cleaning, but then they would turn around and scare you. So
Yeah.
it was really cool. Actually, it was a smart
And
idea.
they actually had like some like hand sanitizer stuff that was like
Yeah.
part of the thing. So this was like during the 2020 season. Yeah, it was really
like the
really
store at the end, and like you had to get like sanitized and all that.
Right.
So
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
neat. Yeah.
Love that.
Very cool. Definitely put Undead in the Water on your list. York Drive Project, former HauntScene team member Tyler used to do a home haunt. We don't get a ton of time to do home haunts because of the bandwidth issues, but he did the York Drive Project, which is now a unit of measurement, a unit of time. But if you go south, keep going south of that, up, south, down, left, right there. All right,
Put
close
it in
enough.
the rest of it. Yeah, there
Yep.
you go.
So York Drive Project, it was fun.
It was a fun little hunt, actually. It was like what, like a minute, like a minute long.
let's say 90 seconds. Yeah, it was like a
like-
garage and like a little part of a yard. So it was
But
really
they did a great
it was
job.
well done.
It was very well done for a small home
Yeah.
hunt, though. I have to say, the
Yeah, they did.
costumes,
Tyler did a really good job
the
with that.
scenery, the props, everything about it was really amazing.
Yep.
So I have to hand it to
Tyler's
Tyler. He did a
in
great
here now. Tyler says, Undead in the
What's up,
Water is
Tyler?
like 40 IDPs long.
job.
That's funny. All right, moving on. The Nomadic Experience, which was like a VR experience where you shoot zombies, technically kind of a haunt. This is where we met Kira. This is where
Kira.
Lily worked. So everything kind of came full circle here. This is going to be another one in Orlando.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, I know where it is.
just throw it in there.
Nomadic was a lot of fun with the VR.
Just shove it.
It felt so realistic, like it felt like you were actually there. So when you would walk,
Just put it on the outside.
when you would walk on
Yeah.
planks, and walk throughout the game, it
Yeah.
made me feel so uneasy because it felt like I was walking on the side of a
Yeah.
building.
It was fully tactile,
Yeah.
which added this extra layer of terror because you are in a VR simulation and yet you had no idea half the time. People were screaming their lungs off. The fierce sweat smell was strong
Oh,
there.
It was terrifying.
It was definitely in us too. It wasn't me. When that part when you had to walk the plank across
Oh,
to the
yeah.
other building,
Yeah.
I felt like I was gonna fall in like 40 feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
Yeah.
very immersive. Very
Yeah.
immersive VR
When you,
stuff.
when you watch other
Definitely miss
people do
it.
it though, it was so funny. When you
So entertaining.
Yeah,
So
and
entertaining.
they actually George Young.
Young doll.
Yeah, he actually opened up to let us watch people go through it, and it's so weird because when you're in there, it's super immersive and everything, but like it's like people walking around with a VR headset in like an empty office building.
It's like gray,
It's
just
so
gray
weird.
walls and
the
flooring.
office with like little boxes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
So that was awesome. On the east coast of Florida, west of Orlando, is Merritt Island, might be on there, but just kind of stick it somewhere east of Orlando on the coast.
Wherever you
Uh,
can find, if you can still see Orlando.
Yeah. That was going to be Fright Maze Productions. Had a really good time there. They used to be in a mall. I believe that they sold Fright Maze, but maybe they'll come back at some point. They did a couple events and some like Valentine's Day stuff. We always had a good time when we went out there as well. Did you ever get a chance to go that one, Melissa?
Fright Maze? No,
Okay.
Unfortunately I did not make it out.
I
To
think
that
we
one.
split
I
squad
think
one
every
night.
time you did that, I was out
Yeah.
of town.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, Fright Maze was cool. All right, moving on here. Okay, now we're getting out of town again. Now this was me going into the Illinois area, so color in Illinois.
I got you. Hold on.
And I went to Midwest Horrors Convention in 2019, and they did a bus tour, and I got a chance to see some epic haunts. I mean, super duper epic. We've got I guess I probably should have Lily, grab the big map and look at Illinois, because that's where we're gonna have to put those pins. Kind of approximate it right there.
Okay, so there's.
And this
We
is
already got the ones on the west side of Illinois. So is it all like
I don't really know, just
right near Chicago?
kind
area?
of, yeah, because the
Okay.
bus tour was like really close right there. But for the sake of time, just kind of like put the pins.
It looks like there's like 3 or 4 pins
That's
just
fine.
jammed right in there.
Yeah, that's okay. Awesome. Mel is awesome. Never forget. Thank you so much. We're working on 2022. Lots of major changes happening. Awesome.
What happened?
Very, very cool. Somebody's talking in the chat. Very nice. All right, cool. So let's go ahead. Steven says he's warming up the chainsaws already. Is it time to scare yet? So we got that one right there. I'll go ahead and put the other pins on there.
Okay.
Midnight Terror was awesome. Really, really cool. Great characters there. Dead Rising was a smaller haunt. Still had a good time in the area. Massacre, Haunted House. Massacre and Basement of the Dead were really, really cool. Basement of the Dead had like a DJ and like a party thing, and it had this whole like courtyard area you could hang out in, and there was all kinds of cool characters there. Hell's Gate was like the Big Daddy Netherworld darkness type
This is
haunt
all
in the
5
area.
right there.
Really good. Yeah, I think they're all in like that area.
It's 5 of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
they should be on the map.
I.
If they're all in the same area,
It's
that's
so
fine.
cramped. Yeah.
That's cool. It was like in the Chicago area. And Midwest Horrors Convention's coming up, so they might do another bus tour. So if you ever want to check out some tours in the off season, definitely go to like Transworld, go to Midwest Horrors Convention, because sometimes they have pre-convention bus tours. Midnight Terror, our friend Joseph Gortowski does photo shoots there for Macabre Intentions. So all that post-apocalyptic stuff that we've been posting on our Instagram came from them. Awesome. But really, really good haunts. I can only imagine what the rest of the state has, but that was an epic, epic trip with some epic, epic haunts. Got to move on. And then this is our road trip, another road trip that we went on. This is our first trip up to the Northeast. So we're going to need to color in Connecticut, Massachusetts,
Oh, this is gonna be easy.
and New Jersey.
And done.
Massachusetts
Massachusetts.
and New Jersey.
And
What's New Jersey? Oh, there it is. Oh, there.
all right. So we had to kind of change things up this year because Melissa like totaled her car and like didn't want to drive, so we ended up flying up here. And then what's the state that's west of Maine?
New Hampshire.
Okay, put New Hampshire on there. New Hampshire. That one's also needs to be colored in. So we did some really Pedo the Clown's in here. What's up, Derek? Derek, we met Derek at Trans World when we were doing the Limp Brewery, I believe, or the Darkness, one of the two. Yep. Yep. Hi from Boca Raton. Thank you for watching, Tony. Appreciate that. Okay, so we need to put. You're gonna have to grab the map for this one because I don't know the locations off the top of my head. But look for. What's the state next to Maine?
New Hampshire.
Okay, New Hampshire. So put the pin for New Hampshire. Yep. So we did Dark Manor, and I believe hold on.
Manchester.
Dark Manor is in Connecticut. So put the one in for Connecticut.
Okay.
Dark Manor didn't look like much from the outside, but it was a really, really good haunt. They did a really good job with it.
It was a lot of fun. That's where I kind of crumbled.
Yeah, they had a really, really interesting scares there. Then we had Haunted Overload. We did a lot of stuff in that state. Haunted Overload is in Lee, New Hampshire. So put one in. Put one in
skeletons
in New Hampshire.
Pumpkins.
These are all southeast in New Hampshire.
Yeah. And then we did Legends of Fear. Our buddy Brad. We love Legends of Fear. We're actually going back. That's going to be Shelton, Connecticut.
Shelton should be near.
It's a small state. Just put it on there.
Bridgeport. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's right. Melissa's from up there, so she would know. We did Brighton Asylum in New Jersey. So wherever the pin is supposed to be in New Jersey, might need to look at the map. I was very happy because it was a 4-hour drive from where we were staying in Massachusetts, but there was a White Castle there, so I was happy. Worked out pretty good.
Just north.
I think we're going to go into overtime in this one.
That's fine.
That's fine. Hopefully you're not doing anything tonight. Okay, and then what do we got up there? We've got Witch Mansion, which was in Salem. That was the one that was on the strip. Remember the little one that we did? Remember it was kind of like the Mortar Manor of Salem.
It was yes. Yeah.
That was really cool. It was a smaller one, but I believe it's also open year round, so that was a really good one. And Fright Kingdom, super nice people. Fright Kingdom was awesome. It's in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
It's in Nashua, New Hampshire. If you see that.
No. Go to Concord.
Yep.
Closest one there.
Thank you for.
Right there. Nashua. There's one. Nashua is there.
Yeah. So we love them. I think Fright Kingdom did a bunch of stuff with Ice Nine Kills, like way back in the day. And because they had a bunch of banners and things like that. And that was like, I didn't get into Ice Nine Kills until like a couple years later. So it was kind of a full circle type thing.
It was one of those haunts where it has a holding area where you can walk around and shop and eat and listen to music and stuff. Like it has a band and stuff.
Yeah.
They have a holding area before you go into the haunt. So you kind of chill with.
That was the first time we ever saw like not time ticketing, but they had like an icon, like it's now the bat. If your ticket has a bat on it, you go in and get in line. So it was really, really cool to see that. Really, really good stuff. The Northeast has so much amazing stuff up there. And then Haunted Overload, which we're going back to. I think on our trip, we're going to try to get back to Haunted Overload this year and Legends of Fear. Haunted Overload is in Lee, New Hampshire, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, Lee, New Hampshire. So Haunted Overload is, I mean, ridiculously huge props. You're walking through the woods. It's got some of the best set dressing.
It's just overload of a haunt.
It is literally a haunted overload. Yep.
Yeah, it was really cool. Just, these huge skeletons, and it had all these outdoor elements, and it had this old haunted house looking type facade and all these pumpkins. It was just beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful to look at.
And it was fall. That's one of the cool things about going up to the Northeast in the fall is it's fall up there.
Florida doesn't participate.
Yeah.
So, good job, Florida.
So we'll get back up to the Northeast to kind of wrap up that. We're still kind of working on the haunts that we're doing. It's going to be interesting, but we want to check out some other haunts up there. Got to move on. Moving back to Florida, might as well just start sticking a bunch of other things in Orlando. So East Orlando, Scream and Stream. One of the things in 2020 was drive-through haunts became a thing here. So we did 3 of them this year. So Scream and Stream, fun. They had a Swamp Queen the first year. Michael Burnett helped them with that. It was at it was in Points Kissimmee. It was in Osceola County. Remember the first thing for Scream and Stream?
Yeah.
The first location. So that would be like Southwest Orlando.
Scream and Stream. I wasn't part of HauntScene yet, but I did go to that in 2020. with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at
Hey,
you.
they're in spirit. All right then.
So Scream and Stream's fun. We try to enjoy everything. I mean, drive-through haunts are not exactly my thing, but let me walk that back a little bit, because the one in South Florida, in Miami, in that area,
Horrorland.
will be the Horrorland. So we love Javier Santos and everybody there. They will open up your car door. They'll get in your car. They'll
There's
take
a
your
hole in the
shoes.
car.
They will stab through the sunroof. I mean, it's just chaos
It
when
is
you
an
go through that.
intense drive-through haunt. Let me tell you
Yeah.
that.
So we love Horrorland. I know they're going to be doing it again this year, but they do tend to move around a little bit, so keep an eye out for that. If you're going to do a drive-through haunt, Horrorland is like, that's like the full contact one. Those characters don't give an F. Might as well stick another pin in like North Orlando for the Haunted Road. We've done that a couple times. Haunted Road, still figuring out things after their first couple years, but I don't know, I've gone. I mean, we're always open-minded when we go to haunts, so we always try to have a good time there. You want to say anything about the drive-through haunts?
Drive-through haunts, they're interesting. They're different than walking through a haunt like you normally do. You get scared inside your car, which is kind of cool because they'll come inside and throw stuff in there and scare you even more.
Well, Horrorland will do that. The other haunts are they're not as aggressive with your car.
Haunted Road did that last year that we went there.
Oh yeah, they
actually.
throw like a spider.
They threw spiders in
I
there.
think that's still in my car somewhere.
Out when I realized what it was, and I almost had a heart attack. But other than that, they're just different.
Oh, man.
It's just like a play in your car, basically. So I mean, you can get scared in the comfort of your own car.
Yeah.
You don't have to get out.
Yeah. It's like getting your oil changed,
yeah, basically.
but like a haunt.
Scream and Stream, that one year we went, they actually had one night where they did a walkthrough. So you
See,
actually
that's the night that I went with y'all.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
And
I
you
remember.
ditched
Yes.
me.
My bad.
Oh,
My
By
bad.
myself walking through there.
Yep. Scream and Stream
Yeah.
moved to Oviedo, which is East Orlando this year, but that's fine. Just leave it there.
But they're fun. It's kind of cool alternative to have when COVID was going on, so we could still have haunts.
Yeah.
So I liked it.
It's definitely kind of an experimental thing. Second year they had like zombies versus clowns. It was more of like a dark humor kind of thing, but it was cool because they had like laser tags you shoot stuff with. Pretty cool. Or the Orlando Forum of Fear, another one in Orlando. Just kind of stick it somewhere in there. This one had two experiences. They had the Tunnel of the Damned, which was a walkthrough experience. Had a lot of like ex-HHN people, Patrick Braillard, Kim Gromo, a couple other people working on that. They also had probably my favorite part. Now I think we were the only people that were like really into this, but like the dark seance.
Because we dressed up for that night.
Yeah.
Actually. And it was really cool. It was an experience. We got dinner.
Yep.
And it was pretty cool. It was really neat to see everything happening in there.
And Sharandy, our friend
Sharandy,
Sharandy,
yep.
was the person before I put two and two together that Sharandy was Sharandy, because Sharandy does many different things and we love her. But that was cool. Only lasted 1 year. You can still see the signs up. I'm pretty sure the building's cursed.
Again,
But,
it was during COVID times when a lot of the stuff wasn't happening. Horror Nights wasn't happening. Hollow Scream wasn't happening.
Hey, Alex
So
is in here now.
it was a really
Sorry.
cool alternative to have at that time. So
Wow, everybody we're like literally name dropping is showing up in the show. This is really weird. I feel like I'm being punked. Alex from Fright Nights is in here.
All right.
So we love Alex. Alex has taken care of us so
I love
much
Alex,
with
yeah.
Fright Nights.
Alex is awesome.
He's awesome. I think Alex is, other than the characters there, Alex is probably one of the reasons why we have such a really good connection to them. And I also told Alex that it's okay to take the gloves off with us this upcoming season. So you heard it here first. If we don't make it out of Fright Nights, it was Johnny Bronto's fault.
Just Lily? Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, it's a tiered thing. Like David is the most expendable, then Lily, then Kira, then Melissa, then me. Yep. So keep that in mind, haunts. I have to make it out, and Melissa has to make it out. Everybody else is expendable. Yep.
All right then.
I will also remember this.
I am really looking forward to Fright Nights this year. It's gonna be awesome.
Enjoy them spiders.
All right. Moving on. Put another one near Tampa for the Creatures of the Night. Now, this isn't like a adult haunted, but it's more of it's more of like a family friendly haunt thing. But they actually have little haunts you walk through that do scare adults, and it's really cute and it has a lot of cool pictures. And they have a Wendy's Frosty like food van.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
They have Lucky Charms,
which was awesome.
Which was amazing.
So we love that. Alex, Crow, everybody that we know there. Good times with that. It's just something cool to walk through and look at. But if you got kids, you got little ones, and you want to get them started with down that spooky path, it's probably a good start for them. It's definitely way better than Mickey's Not So Scary Boo Bash, which sucks.
And they had one of them that was 3 pumpkins.
And they have a rating system and like the extreme haunt for your kids with 3 pumpkins.
They're a little scary. I can't go past 1 or 2 pumpkins, but 3 is pushing it.
Yes, Kira, you are expendable. You are not the most expendable, but you are expendable. Because if you don't have me, there's no show. And if you don't have Melissa, there's no co-host on the show. So unless Kira wants to give up Melissa to take my co-host spot, you guys, if they want to do a Highlander thing and there can be only one, figure it out.
I'll take one for the team, Kara. I'll take one for you.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, throw another one here down at the Haunting at Old Town. This one, no, Haunting at Old Town. What am I thinking? Haunting at Dustfield Springs. This one was also in South Florida. This was at the Extreme Action Park. Let me actually get the thing here. This one is in Fort Lauderdale, so it should be South Florida.
What was the Haunting at Dustfield? Oh,
yep.
the Extreme Action Park. Oh, right.
The viewer thing blocks my face. I don't have any control over that, Kira. That's just a thing. I'll move over a little bit. How about that? All right. So thank you. All right, another one in Orlando. We Kira and I the first year did a audio drama. So throw another one in Orlando. We did this. Lily and I did another one, which I don't know if I have on this list yet. Well, actually, I would technically call that same company, Phoenix Tears Productions. They've got a new witches thing at the Orlando Fringe coming up. Trandy will be a part of that, so I'll be there. But
that's
that was
Orlando?
fun.
That's not. We didn't.
Ours was in like North Orlando, but the original one was in like the Orlando region.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was a good time. Lily and I went the second year. We did one that was like out. You remember the one out in the woods, and we had like headphones and everything was in your ear. It was neat.
Yeah, you're like walking through like a Christmas tree farm. So bug spray is definitely a thing you need to bring with that one.
Yeah.
But it was really fascinating. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
You know how I am about headphones. I love headphones. So the minute that they handed me headphones that
Yay.
like glow and everything, I'm like, this is cool.
Nice. Very cool. So that was fun. Throw another one in Orlando. Jenny and I, back when Jenny was part of HauntScene, we went out and we did a Harden Haunt, which was right by Universal. It was a short-lived home haunt, which was actually fun. It was in somebody's like apartment. They did a really good job, man. They had like rooms and everything was like it's one of the most kick-ass home haunts I've ever seen. It was really, really good. Santa Slaughterhouse, that's gonna be another one in this one would be in Orlando area. Just throw another one in Orlando area.
Can't see Orlando.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's like, please.
Oh, anymore.
It's good. Okay. Maximus says, if there is no Johnny, I could pretend to be you. That's fine.
That's fine, John. Yeah, that's fine.
If you see a slightly more attractive and younger version of me on a show one day, it might be Maximus.
Is he nicer than you?
Wow. Yes, he is actually.
Very sweet.
He is wholesome.
All right, I'll take it.
Actually, if there is no more Johnny, I get Oogie. Oogie's 100% mine.
This is true, but somebody has to run the damn show. All right, so that one's in Orlando. It was a home haunt they did for Christmas. It was a neat little Christmas walkthrough. I don't think they realized that we were there. We just kind of walked through and like that was it. But it was really, really neat for that. I think Ash Nicky, who's doing a pro haunt this year in Orlando, was part of that. I lose track of these things. It's hard to keep in track like 90 haunts and like everybody you talk to. So sorry if I screw that up. Going up to the Gainesville area, just south of Gainesville in the Ocala area, we went out and we did the Kirby Farm Scary Train.
Between Ocala and Gainesville?
Just do like directly south of Gainesville. Like just put the pin right below it.
Okay.
Perfect. So we went out, we've done Kirby Farm, Scary Train last couple of years. The first year we went, it was Amaze Balls and really, I think, blindsided us. so much that we actually went back that year. One of the downsides to what we do when we try to get so many haunts in is we don't have a chance to go back and repeat a lot of haunts. So we actually went back twice that year. It was a good time. Awesome. Last year, good time. You know, they had a lot of like tragedy and losses before the season, so it was they're still kind of getting that good vibe going back, you know. So we're expecting good things from them this year. Throw another one in the Tampa area for Morrow's Nightmare. Our buddy Josh Morrow and Jeremiah and Kira from Misfits of Manage, they did like a little haunt. I think that's going to try to come back this year. It was neat. Our buddy Gregorio actually worked there before he passed away. But it was neat. Had like a pumpkin patch and some other little haunts and some stuff for kids to do. It wasn't like all hardcore haunt stuff, but I mean, you know, I guess we had fun. It's a good
I
time.
had a lot of fun. I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
You know, they had a few little haunts there and some other activities to do.
Yep.
So, and a little animatronics area too, which kind of really cool.
All right, those pins are no longer anywhere near Orlando. That's fine. It's the region. It's the region of this stuff. Look, I'm not buying a bunch of different pins. If you want to buy...
These are plastic. I cannot stack them,
Yeah.
otherwise I would.
No, I don't want the map to be dimensional. That's fine. That's fine, because when you look at Florida on the map right now, it actually like looks like we do a lot of stuff in the middle part of Florida.
Yeah.
So that works out. That works out good. All right, moving on. We got to move on. I think I got everything on there. Good. And then this was our trips plural in 2020. So we're going to be out of state here.
Ooh.
So we need to color in South Carolina and North Carolina and Virginia.
I'm on it.
So a little bit of backstory for Red Vein.
Oh, great.
We had a very short-term person that was part of HauntScene for a moment, and her name was Heather Bedore, and she got fired from the show. But months later, she used our media kit to scam her way into a haunt called Red Vein, and in Virginia. And she traded a review, which obviously she never did, and she was posing as a part of HauntScene, and then Virginia above that. Okay, and then so when they reached out to us to wonder where this review was, I was like, "Yo, this person got fired, whatever." I chewed her out, blasted her on social media. So if you're a haunt in Florida, if you're a haunt anywhere, and you ever hear the name Heather Bedore, run for the hills and block her because she scams her way into everything. I don't care, Heather, eat it. But to make it up to them, because she had besmirched the good name of HauntScene, we actually did a separate trip, bought tickets to go do Red Vein up in the area.
Did you say besmirched?
I did say besmirched.
What is
She
besmirched?
Love
freaking
that word.
besmirched my name.
What does besmirched mean?
She basically sullied our name,
What does sully mean?
Sharded all over it.
made dirty.
Okay.
Yep.
You gotta break it down sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah. So in Virginia, we need to find out where Red Vein was. Let me find out the city there. You might need to look at the map there. It's in Ashland, Virginia. Just look at the reference on the map.
I think there's 2 in Virginia.
We only did one. The other one might be in North Carolina.
No.
So do you see Greensboro in North Carolina?
Oh, maybe
yes. Wait.
I can
Where's Greensboro? Oh.
Okay.
Up
Put
above
one-
is Danville.
put one in Greensboro, because that's where Woods of Terror is.
No, Greensboro, North Carolina. Greensville, South Carolina.
Right.
Where Nightmare Dungeon is.
I'm gonna
Right.
just-
So Red Vein is north of Richmond. Do you see Richmond? You see Richmond in Virginia?
Yes.
Okay, put it slightly north of Richmond.
Slightly north. Okay.
There we go. So we had a really good time at Red Vein. It had some really cool indoor, outdoor elements. You walk through a cornfield. Awesome staff. They really took care of us. Really, really fun. And hopefully we cleared up our name. We laundered our name back to the
I
good
think
side
we
of
did.
stuff, because
My
we're
thumbs are
here
getting so
to.
bruised
All
after this. Oh, my left leg. I can't feel my left leg anymore.
right.
Okay.
So-
but Red Vein was fun. I actually met one of the actors when I was at Transworld. He recognized me and
Hey.
remembered
Yeah.
me and said everyone at Red Vein loved us. So
Nice.
yeah. We love you guys.
So Woods of Terror, Eddie McLaurin, Woods of Terror, Scorn, everybody we know from Woods of Terror. It is amazing. It is in Greensboro, North Carolina. They have 10 haunts, head to tail, amazing. Like some of the most like money baller pictures that we took. This is where we discovered that Kira had a superpower for taking pictures of characters. So so many awesome characters, people that we've run into at conventions or whatever. Woods of Terror is so good. We loved it. Eddie's awesome, really good guy, really does a lot in the haunt industry. And we had a really good time at Woods of Terror. That was really good.
It was a lot of fun. Just like 10 string of haunts.
Yeah.
One after the other, and just absolutely amazing.
Yep.
Different themes as you go along. They had clowns, they had zombies, they had serial killers, they had voodoo.
Was that the one that like was in the like shipping crate things?
That was we ended up like
Red Vein
area,
had
like
some...
the tree kind of looked like the Swiss Family Robinson tree, like go up
Oh.
and above and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, do you see Greenville in
Yeah, right there.
put make just a little bit southwest of Greenville, put a pin. That is gonna be Nightmare Dungeon. Holy
Oh man,
shit, Nightmare Dungeon was really, it was terrifying.
We spent a while there.
Yeah, you guys like spent all night there, and they had like
we
a
got
glow
torn up there.
necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
We
like
went through several times, and then at one point, all of us went by ourselves, so we got a different experience.
yeah,
And we had the glow necklace, which the glow necklace was gone by the time I went through the last time.
Didn't you lose like your mask or
I
something? In there?
did. They messaged us and said that they ended up finding it because it had the little HauntScene ghost on it. I had lost it at some point in the house when I was by myself. I don't remember. I kind of blacked out. But there was
this is a Rotten here. Actually, Scorn and Rotten in her.
What's
in here.
up, Ron?
So that's so
Scorn,
that's
yeah.
so weird. What is
Because,
going on with the stream?
When I first entered, I was taken over someone's shoulder and then put a bag over my head, and then I kind of blacked out from there. But other than that, it was fun.
Nice. So we loved. It was like a 100-year-old farmhouse that they had like added onto and built
really old.
into. And you went through the different rooms. A lot of it was like dark or foggy, and it was hard to like see. It was really good characters, really good stuff there. Had a really good time. Let's see, and then let's move on over to Folklore. We did Folklore in Georgia. This one I believe is going to be west of that one, but let's look it up here. Folklore haunted house is in this one. Let me see right here. This one is going to be slightly northwest of Atlanta.
Oh,
Slightly northwest of Atlanta.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect. Sure.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
So Folklore is awesome. Ryan Alexander, if you're watching, awesome, good time. Had a really good time at that one.
Which is funny because I knew Ryan Alexander. I met him actually down here in Florida. I met him through Universal, and I didn't realize he was working for Folklore when we went. And I'm like, hey, I know you.
So that's a really good way to get us to go to your haunt, is to make friends with us in places outside of your haunt. And then, because sometimes when we're looking at a state and we don't know where to go, we will go to the haunt that we know a person or whatever. So that's a really good way to network with us right there to get us out there. Now, this particular year, not to get too crazy or personal, but this year like was really rough for me, and I went nuts. We did like 2 road trips. I was like, actually, I did 3 trips this year. The road trip, I did a trip up to Michigan. I did a separate trip up to Ohio. I just lost my dog Cody, which sucked, and I did not want to be home. So we did like 35 haunts or something ridiculous this year. Yeah. It's ridiculous. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to Michigan. And we're going to go ahead and right next to that top pin up there, put one just a little bit southeast of it. That's where Azra Haunted House was, which was really neat. I think this was in like Madison Heights or something like that. Really cool. They had a rage room. You could break stuff. They had escape games. Really cool haunt. Had slide. Really well done. Leonard Pickle and I actually did a couple haunts when we were up there. It's awesome. We also did
that year in November. I did Nashville Nightmare, Tennessee, for the first time.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. I have your separate travel separated.
Oh, do you really?
Because I didn't know what years you did stuff.
Oh, okay,
I got you.
Okay,
I got you. All right. So that was awesome. All Hallows Eve, we did that one in Ohio. I got a chance to do that one. Jenny and I went up to that one.
And that's the I really want to try that one.
Ohio.
That
Oh, is
is
it colored?
in Ohio is colored in, and it is in Williamsburg. Do you see Williamsburg? It is east of Cincinnati. So go a little bit east of Cincinnati, right there. Here you go. And then go no, it's actually east. There we go. Perfect.
I
Approximate.
definitely want to do All Hallows Eve one year.
We're gonna try to get up there on a separate trip if we can get like a cheap flight up there. So we've been invited back by James Gregory.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Maximus is in here helping me with just east of. Okay, Maximus, help me with Hell's Dungeon. Hell's Dungeon. Maximus actually set this up for us to go out and visit Hell's Dungeon. Really nice haunt. Really nice staff up there. I think they're just kind of getting started out. I think they just had their second year, but Hell's Dungeon was a lot of fun right there. Hell's Dungeon's in Dayton. Do you see Dayton on the map in Ohio?
Yes.
Where's Ohio?
Thank
Okay.
you.
It's right there.
And then Face Your Fears, which we got a chance to visit. It was actually, they had ended their season, but we got a chance to walk through the show. It was really good. As I'm walking through it, I can only imagine what it would have been like with show lights on and actors, but it was really cool just to even walk through it. That was in Springfield, which is going to be east of Springfield, east of Dayton. Boom.
You got it.
There we go.
There we go.
So we've definitely done a lot of stuff in Ohio. Ohio has really good haunts in that particular state right there. We're going to try to do Maine this year, but Maine is on the list, but we don't know what haunts are up there. So that's one of those things we're trying to figure out which one that we're going to do in that area. What's cool about the Northeast is everything's pretty compact.
Pretty
So
close
we
together,
can do a
actually.
lot of things up there.
There's a lot of tiny
You could
states.
be in Connecticut and
Okay.
then go right to New York.
And then did we do All Hallows?
I don't think so.
Huh?
Let me look it up. All Hallows is the one that was east of Cincinnati. Yeah, we got that one.
Okay.
Very cool. All right. Very neat here. Okay, we're good. Okay. Wow, we're like past 9 o'clock. It's fun taking you out. Thank you, Maximus.
It's fine, it's
Maximus
fine.
drove us around, did all the things. Appreciate that. We love Max so much.
We love you, Max.
Max is like one of our best friends in the haunt industry, and he's like the Ohio version of what we do. Like he's all pro haunt and a good guy and wants to really help with the haunts up there.
He's the Ohio version of Johnny.
All right. He is. I mean,
He
you
really
know,
is, though.
it's pretty awesome. All right, we got all those on there. Keep moving on, getting a little bit closer here. Back to Florida.
Yay! But
So,
South
so
Florida
do you
this time.
see Miami? Put another one in like the Miami area or Hialeah. Do you see it?
Okay.
And put another one next to that because we did a bunch of stuff in that particular region down there.
So 2 more to
We're
Miami.
gonna add 2 more. No Way Out and House of Horror. Paranoia is a complete blackout maze, which was terrifying.
Very terrifying. That one we all held onto each other, and it's completely pitch black, and you just had to find your way out through little sounds and stuff that the actors were making around you.
Yes.
And every now and then you would see an actor and he would disappear, or you would run into an actor, they would grab you and stuff like that. So it was very this
Yeah.
was all in the dark.
Lily,
It
you
was
would've
very
loved it.
terrifying.
I'm sure I would have loved
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh, you
Uh,
weren't there for it.
No, I'm
for
not
that,
sure
were
you can
you?
do the South.
I
Florida
haven't
trip.
done any of the South Florida stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
will this year.
You would have been terrified. I didn't
Yeah.
mind. It was so scary.
Okay, so we got that one. House of Horror, Haunted Carnival. That was also in that region down there. We only got a chance to walk through one of the haunts. We got there. This was like haunt number 4
Of one night.
of one night, and we got in right before they closed. And unfortunately, we only got to do one thing. So moving on. So No Way Out haunt was really good. Very nice people right there. I don't want to talk too much smack about House of Horror. We just didn't get a chance to really connect with the event. Let's just leave it there. But No Way Out in the area, kind of Hialeah area. Super nice people. It was in like an old Sears in a mall. Really cool. Okay. Stick 2 more in Orlando. Just go somewhere in there.
Somewhere go in the Florida area, in the region.
Go
Yeah,
go to like the south. No, go to the south east. There we go. We got more space down there.
Okay.
And then put 2 in there. Yeah, moving on. All right, No Way Out's in the house. Oh my God, what's going on? Everybody, what's going on? We love No Way Out. Oh, so good. We had so much fun that night. That was like one of the most fun
Yes.
haunts that
Yes,
we
it was.
just flat
Yeah.
out fun. We had a lot of fun with it. Characters had a lot of fun with us. It was so good. Really cool setting for a haunt in an old mall. Really nice. Can't wait to go back. Let us know if you're going to be back in the put one in North Orlando, Casadega. I got a chance to go out there. Casadega is like the psychic capital of the world. It's pretty neat. They had like a little haunt that was in like the Casadega the Casadega Hotel, which is like haunted and stuff. Really neat, really fun.
You got this. You got
Got it.
this.
Stick it in there.
Stick it in there.
Put another one in Orlando for how many did you put in Orlando? At the bottom.
2.
2. So that was Nightmare Chamber.
What fun.
Nightmare Chamber was a collaboration between Chamber of Terror and Never Ending Nightmare at the Phantasm
Did I do
thing.
that one?
No, I think Tyler and I did that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the yes, that was the one on Phantasm. You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
Really cool. I mean, that little tiny haunt was better than some of the big haunts we've been to, so they did a kick-ass job with that. Great characters, great costumes, great sets, and it was in like a ballroom of like a hotel. It's really cool. Hollow Scream Orlando just had their first inaugural year. Had a lot of fun with that. They
I
had,
was
like, 4
honestly
haunts.
blown away
Yeah.
with SeaWorld Hallows Eve.
It was really well. For their first year, they did a really good job.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we were like
Yep.
we had a great
Blown
time. We actually
away.
went back a couple times too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if I could have gone back, I definitely would
Yeah.
have.
yeah, they did a really good job. I'm curious to see where they're going to go from here with
Yeah.
that. But good job. And then one haunt that like right at the end of the season like punched Melissa and I in the gut was the Sebring Terror Trail.
The Terror Trail.
Holy shit!
All the outdoor trail. It was
So
epic.
good.
It
I
was
mean,
so good. Like it had so many different elements.
yeah,
It had clowns and a haunted house, and it was really cool. It was just really cool.
yeah. I cannot wait to go back
It literally
to that
tracked
one.
like in the middle of the forest, and it
Yeah.
was like pitch black, and they had the scary music playing.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the music was just
Yeah.
it was like you were drowning a child singing a nursery rhyme. Like it was this
Basically,
guttural.
yeah.
It was like 9 Inch Nails doing nursery rhymes.
Like,
It was insane.
yeah, and the complete darkness just walking through the forest,
Yeah.
hearing nothing but that music.
Yeah,
and
it was
then complete silence.
really good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good. So,
So-
hopefully they'll be back this year.
Now remember, if you go to HauntScene.com, you can see all these haunts that we've done if you want to see this again. Plug. All right, moving on. Okay, so road trip last year, 2021.
Epic.
Epic. This was Lily's
Epic.
first road trip with us.
I was
All of these haunts
exhausted.
were so freaking good, man.
Yeah.
We go ahead and put one in New
Amazing.
Orleans, in
New Orleans.
color in Mississippi.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, color in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama.
Yup.
Oh, yay!
We did. We started this one out with Netherworld, and we were like, how are we gonna like continue on with the rest of this road trip? And our minds were blown. Every single haunt
Yep.
was just like, oh my gosh! It just kept building and building.
Yeah, it kept getting better and better and better as we got up. Yes, I accidentally went into Texas. I'm sorry.
We're not going to
Not
Texas yet.
Texas yet. Not yet.
We're almost there. Kira here in the chat. Last year's road trip was epic.
Epic.
Yeah, you're welcome, everybody. Because it's kind of hard to set these things up, but you know that's cool. Just had to pat myself in the back a little bit for putting this together. All right, go ahead and put one in New Orleans.
We'll get to Texas eventually.
New Orleans Nightmare. Sandy, Logan, our buddy Logan from 13th Floor, set us up with Sandy. Awesome crew, awesome haunt. It's kind of like an old school, really good haunt. We did an escape game there. Really neat. Did a great job.
New Orleans Nightmare.
What was that? Okay, got it.
We
Yeah.
got to see our friend Christina that
Yes,
lives there.
yep.
She got to
That was a lot of fun. I mean, also part of
give us a
the
tour
13th
around New
floor.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, New Orleans unfortunately was kind of on lockdown. Like you had to have like a
Mhm.
vaccination
They're
card to
still
do
During
anything.
that COVID phase.
But
So, yeah.
but yeah, we missed out on the mortuary. We didn't
The
get a chance to do.
mortuary, yeah,
Mhm.
which was in New Orleans.
New Orleans
and you needed your
proper.
vaccination card, which not.
Yeah. All right, and then go to Baton Rouge.
Oh yeah, okay.
Baton Rouge is where 13th Gate is.
Right. Oh my
Holy
Wow.
13th
Wow.
Gate was just
It blew our minds just how much was in there and how much detail.
dude.
I mean, this is stuff that they use for like movie
Like,
sets.
oh, that
was
and,
Terror
well,
in the
no,
Cult.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so-
they
yeah, the
also-
props.
But yeah, 13th Gate
yeah.
also did that as well.
So good.
just oh my goodness, just so many. They had a woolly mammoth in there.
Just
and,
random.
Oh yeah, it
ice
farted
cream.
on us.
yeah, and just like the graveyard and all the pumpkins.
The detour, they were like,
Yeah.
oh, this one area of the haunt is closed
They got a
down.
couple little
They tricked
curveballs.
us.
I've never seen Johnny run so
The
fast.
plague
Oh my
scene.
God,
The
like,
plague,
oh my
the
yeah.
plague scene.
Like stacked up bodies with
Yeah,
claustrophobia.
London.
walls.
Walking
Just-
through it felt like you were
The
walking through the streets
smell.
of London. The
Yeah,
smell.
and you're like walking through bodies,
Yeah.
and they're
You walk in
moaning,
a
and
claustrophobic tunnel,
Ugh.
and you're walking.
And
it was so gruesome. Oh
It was
my
so
gosh,
good. They
it
did
smelled
so
nasty.
good, so
Like,
good, so good.
I thought I was gonna like gag.
yeah,
It
was-
was amazing.
it was absolutely mind blowing.
We
Just
got
it
out
was
of there
it
just
was what I
covered
refer
in
to.
sweat.
I was referred to as a spectacle haunt. Like it's like
It is
your eyes will
beautiful.
hurt.
It is
And
after
that's
you do
another
it.
one that is indoor and outdoor. So
Yeah.
we got to go
Yes.
through like a graveyard as well.
'Cause that graveyard was technically outdoors.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
It was like big cemetery
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Great people. Great
The
people.
actors in there, and the scene with the vampires, and he's coming
Yeah.
overhead you. Oh man, it was
Everything.
epic. Everything about
Everything.
it was amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely amazing.
We gotta move on.
Yeah.
Tickfaw, Louisiana. Tickfaw is going to be north of New Orleans. It's gonna be slightly northwest. It's gonna be east of Baton Rouge, north of New Orleans, above a lake.
Above a lake.
Just put it right there by the water.
Yeah, put right above that water. Right there. Perfect. And this one was Rise.
This was another
Rise.
great. Oh man, I love Rise so much.
know lonely boys do a
Yes. Oh my
The
gosh.
Asylum part was
Epic.
one of my favorites.
Asylum was
Very
so much
interactive.
fun.
The actors were insane.
Yes.
Melissa and I had so many actors like getting in our faces.
Oh,
and,
what
like,
Awesome.
it was so
I love
cool.
those
So,
interactions. By the
That
way,
was I don't like I said I don't
Yeah.
rank haunts, but I think that was one of my favorite experiences
Yeah.
last year was the Rise Asylum.
by far the coolest
Yeah.
interactive experience.
Holy
with the
crap,
We
it's
Asylum.
didn't
so
have
good.
enough time to do
I know, the hayride.
The hayride,
but
yeah, but
I'm glad because there was a spider there.
that is true. I walked by it and saw it, and
Yep.
was like, oh wow, and walked out. But that just means that Johnny, you have to go back and go see the hayride.
Yep, got it. Yeah. See the hayride.
And it was also shocking because they were another one that like got hit by a hurricane right before,
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
and they had to like recover very quickly. And
Yeah, they did
They
an
did.
amazing job.
It was
for that,
awesome.
by the way.
So
They
good.
had the first haunt that we had was the haunted house, and then we did the interactive asylum at the end,
Yep.
which both were awesome. But the asylum was by far my favorite.
it had a storyline, and
It did
it
have a
really
It was
Yeah.
like
drew
a
us in.
performance piece.
It was, yeah.
It wasn't like a haunt you walk through, like it was like a
Yeah.
performance you lived through.
You
which
were
was really
you
good.
were a part of that experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a big way.
All right, gotta move on. Find Gulfport, Mississippi. Should be in the south part.
Yep.
So this was our last stop on the trip. So these are slightly out of order, but this is where we did Terror on the Coast. And
we were so skeptical about this one.
We
At the
were.
beginning, we were like, I don't know.
you pull up to it and like it's like the sign outside. It's like
It was
kinda
like cardboard,
Yeah, like
like-
It's like
homemade.
cardboard and written
Like
on
the-
it.
I think
Yeah.
it's. I think they
marker.
do that on purpose.
They do. They told us that they did
Yeah.
because
They
they,
were like, we
want you to
walking in-
underestimate it.
And we didn't know what to expect, and
But
we
it was
walk in and this
good.
huge warehouse.
Yeah.
But this company has warehouses, plural, of like movie props,
Mhm.
like big scale movie props that you see on different TV shows
Like
and things.
sets.
Mm.
Sets, and they took all this stuff and made a haunt out of it that you walk through, and just the scale and the settings and the props and everything was just really good. And they've got like a DJ and like a party atmosphere and stuff like that. So it was really cool, really fun. We got to see Tabitha and our friend Josh from
CFX.
CFX.
Right.
We love them. Very
Yeah, we did a
very
little
nice.
dancing scene.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we did little reels with them, so that was fun.
Yeah, so that was really good. Loved it. Hopefully we get a chance to go back to that. I want to do all these haunts again. You know, unfortunately we want to do one haunt in every state, so a lot of times we don't get a chance to just do unless I hit the lottery. We can't just do like every single haunt every time.
I would love to
Let's
do
turn this
all
off because it keeps focusing on my
your ghost dancing.
I
Yeah.
think it's focusing
Unless
on
we
their
get
faces.
unless we get a lot of Patreon supporters.
Yeah. If you
There you
want us to
go.
do more haunts, please donate to our
Yeah.
Patreon. We'll have
Please
details
help us
up a
out.
little bit
We'll
later.
We'll go back to your haunt.
Yeah.
And then
Aatrox.
Aatrox, which was our second stop on the trip. This one is going to be in Alabama. Let
I
me
think this one was in
find
Birmingham.
it. Was it?
Yeah, I was in Birmingham.
All right, go ahead and put a pin there.
Okay. Aatrox was another one that like we were
It was in Leeds.
Leeds.
Remember?
it was in Leeds,
Yeah,
which
do you
is,
remember how there was a Buc-ee's and we didn't stop there? I do.
I don't remember that.
I do. I remember that a
Remember
lot.
how I
It's
can't
it's
eat at Buc-ee's?
East of Birmingham. There's something at Buc-ee's you can eat. Beef jerky. There you go. East of Birmingham. East of Birmingham a little bit. Yep. Very cool. We loved
Aatrox
Aatrox.
was fun.
They
Yeah.
they toured us backstage. Great staff. We met their makeup show people. A great haunt. I mean, it's very compact, but yet still has like different like stories that you
So
go up
Kara
and down.
They run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got chased out by a chainsaw. Kira literally shoved you
literally-
out of the way.
Kara pushed
And was
me out of the way,
dragging
and
me
ran.
along.
There was this big dude with a chainsaw
Oh,
that came out from behind, and Kara just bolted.
Which I mean, to like go back for a second, 13th Gate was it, I believe. Or no, New Orleans Nightmare.
Right.
I made Melissa fall over in the haunt.
Because Lily proceeded to run, and she still had me attached to her. So she grabbed my arm and ran, and I just kind of went with her.
It happens sometimes.
And there were like little things that would like come out of you and like hit you,
Yeah.
like little props and padded
Yeah.
walls and things.
Oh my gosh, there
It's
was
really
one
cool.
area that like you were walking through it and something was touching your ankles. Like,
Yeah,
it would come
and
out
it
and
was
grab
like,
your ankles.
like buzzing you. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really, really good.
And it was very wet, and
Yeah.
dark and dingy. Like I felt water drip on me.
Yeah,
so,
there was
yeah.
so many times that water dripped on you.
Yeah.
Yep. And,
Blinding sometimes.
and they have like a stage and they have like horror, different stars and people show up
Mhm.
there. They've got like other stuff going on other than that. Whataburger was there giving out Whataburger merch.
That is
We
true.
got some
Yeah.
Whataburger
It was
merch.
that was a fun
It was a lot
night.
of, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Really fun road trip.
Glad a chance that we got to connect with them. Tyler, while he was part of HauntScene, went up to Lake Joy Trail of Terror, which let me find that. Lake Joy
That's in
Trail
somewhere in Georgia.
of Terror. Yeah. That one is going to be in Kathleen, Georgia. You see Kathleen on there?
Nope.
All right, let me look up here. It is going to be, it is south, it's in between, it's about halfway between Atlanta and the border of Florida.
Halfway between. I'm gonna put it above the G in Georgia.
A little bit east of Atlanta. So keep moving over to the east. There you go, right there.
So I'm gonna put it above the O in Georgia.
Perfect. There we go.
There you go.
Georgia on my mind. So I think obviously we don't really know much about that. I know we did go to a prison, which I think was like their other haunt at some point. It was like a work release prison. We got a chance to tour
We did
that.
stop at it, like, yeah, when we were on our way to, what was 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were on our way to Netherworld, we stopped at it. And we got to walk around and see the grounds and go inside the building.
Do you see in Ohio? It's up at the top. Does it show Sandusky? It is.
Yes.
Okay, go pin Sandusky. This is where Cedar Point is, where like the roller coaster capital of the world is. What they do Hollow Weekends, which we haven't had a chance to go up there yet. But Ghostly Manor was another one that Tyler visited during the time frame he was with the show.
No way.
Yeah.
I know that.
So that counts. And then we get to Melissa's stuff. And did you go to Containment, or was that Jenny?
That was Jenny.
Okay, so
That's very
so
far.
we're not mentioning Jenny. We don't have separate Jenny travel on the show, but go ahead and color in California.
Oh, yay, it's time for California.
Color in Japan.
Color in Japan.
We don't
I'm
have
literally-
Japan.
I'm just gonna put a pin
Just
at
put it on
the
the
Well,
side here,
put it.
honey.
Yeah, give her a pen. She's just gonna put it in like the put it in the ocean, in the Pacific Ocean.
in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Melissa has been to Halloween Horror Nights in Japan. So we'll stick that one there. She has also don't break the map.
No, I
God, it's
couldn't.
like
It's right
bending
there.
all the
It's
way
right
over. All right, and then
there. That's
and
from all the way to Florida, by the way.
that's fine. And then she's been to Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood, which is in like the Los Angeles area, I believe. Should be in the south.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. And then Knott's. How far is Knott's from?
Knott's is near LA.
Okay, go ahead and
So
put
it looks
a-
like
yeah,
northwest.
put a
of
pin
LA.
somewhere in there.
Northwest.
West.
Northwest.
There you go.
So let's go near Santa Barbara.
So you've taken a couple trips out west. Just really quick because we're like way over time. How was Horror Nights Japan?
It was epic. It's very different than Orlando. It actually happens all day, so there's no different times. All day in the park, and you get to do the haunted houses during the day, and then at night they bring out the scare zones. So it's like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. all day long.
Nice.
And there are certain haunted houses that cost more that you can go into. They had the ring. I think that it can cost more that you can go into in some other houses. But very detailed, very scary. Very interactive and just absolutely amazing. Everything about it was really cool. And then the scare zones.
Come back on
all over
camera
the
a
park.
little.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Yeah.
So give me this.
Scare zones were all over the park, and they had all different types of characters: classic monsters, prisoners, zombies, you name it. Very, very cool experience. I would definitely do it again.
Very cool. And then doing Halloween Horror Nights in California.
It is much different than Orlando. I would recommend trying Hollywood because it's just as much fun as Orlando. But don't compare it to Orlando because it is a totally different event. I've gone the last few years and I've always had fun with it. They have 2 different levels, so they have some houses up top, they have houses on bottom, and they do have the studio tour, which is a giant scare zone that they drive to, and then you get off and get walked the rest of the way. They also have shows, bunch of live entertainment, just like Orlando's.
Very cool.
But it's always a different event with different stuff, so I do recommend trying it.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And then last but not least, in California, you've also done Knott's Scary Farm.
Knott's Scary Farm is highly recommendable that you go and try it. It's like old school. They have mostly original houses. So houses are very well done, very well themed. A lot of cool stuff in it. When I did it, I did like the depths. They had this giant tentacle. They had this giant tentacle with a moving bridge. It's very interactive. Actors will get up in your face. Scare zones, well populated with actors, and they also have the hanging, which is a lot like Bill and Ted that they used to have at Horror Nights in Orlando.
Very
So
cool.
it's like a parody show. So.
Very cool. And you have also been to Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia.
I have not, actually.
Oh,
My ex-boyfriend has, but I have not.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So never mind on that. All right.
Awkward.
Awkward.
Yes.
Okay. I thought that you had gone to that one.
No, I was supposed to go, but I didn't end up going.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
PV's Slaughterhouse.
Yes. So that was a little haunt in Alabama. I don't remember where, if you can pull it up, but I don't exactly remember. It was pretty much out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Which made it even more scarier. But it was so, trying to compare a haunt that we've been to that was like it. Kind of like Dark Manor from Connecticut. Very interactive. The actors would stop us and talk to us and interact with us throughout the house. And they had clowns, had serial killers, other slaughterhouse elements. So and it was interactive, and they had a glow necklace.
Oh,
so
nice.
if you wore the glow necklace, they would touch you and grab you and put you into different scenes and cover you in blood, and actually put you in behind bars and jail cells and stuff like that.
Cool.
so where is it?
Yeah. Do you see Chattanooga?
Mhm.
It is south. Slightly southwest of Chattanooga in
West-
Alabama.
In Alabama.
In Alabama.
Okay, I'll just put it in the corner.
That works too. Oh yeah. Okay. Chattanooga's in Tennessee. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
I also did Harvest. So Harvest is another haunt. It's in Scottsboro, Alabama, which is near Huntsville. And
Perfect.
they also do haunts throughout the year. They did an 80s themed slasher night one night. They did
Ooh.
Christmas. And then when I went, it was during the haunt season, and they had a slasher type haunted house. So they had serial killers in there, like Michael Myers. They had Pennywise. They had Leatherface. And it was actually a self-guided tour where they take you scene by scene and stop and show you the scene, and then they chase you into the next scene. And then if you give them permission, they also have glow sticks. They pick you up and pull you away
Oh no.
and put you in different stuff. So it's
Very
another
cool.
interactive haunt that I also enjoyed as well. So
Let's see, what do we got here? We did PV's Nashville Nightmare. So Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep, it was owned by 13th Floor. When I went, the layout kind of reminded me of Netherworld.
Okay.
So it was out in this big area, and you had different haunted houses that you would go to, and out in the area they had actors that you can interact with.
Very cool.
So yeah.
And did we ever talk about Harvest?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
did Harvest. Yeah.
And then Arx Mortis?
And Arx Mortis. This is
Which
one
is
haunt
in
that I really
Killing, Alabama.
kill in Alabama, which is actually a perfect town because it's killing.
Arx Mortis. Let me look. So Arx Mortis here, and I know they just did their My Bloody Valentine event right there.
Which
Let's
I actually went up
see.
for their Valentine's Day haunt one year.
Do
And I've been there a few
you-
times.
Do you see what cities do you see in that state? This is in Alabama. It's basically in North Alabama,
Okay.
and it is like
Decatur, Muscle Shoals, Huntsville.
you see Florence.
No.
Do you see or you see Russellville? You said
Muscle Shoals,
Nope.
Decatur, Huntsville.
Okay,
Russell,
it is
Russell Cave.
it is let's say it's halfway between Huntsville and the western border of the state. So find Huntsville and then split the difference.
Okay, I'm gonna just put it right on the.
Ish. Remember, these are regions. It's not like everybody's in here like a fine-tooth comb with our map.
Well, I mean, obviously with
Yeah,
Orlando.
We've done 1/3 of Orlando. All right. And then Containment. Jenny's been to Containment, I believe. She went up there for a horror convention up there. So Containment. And that one is going to be in Lithia. Do you see Lithia in Georgia? It is west of Atlanta.
West of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Arcs is a lot of fun. I really want the HauntScene crew to visit Arcs too.
I want to go to their Valentine's Day because Scurry
Yeah.
Face will be there and all kinds of stuff. So we'll try to plan on that next year.
Another great haunt too. You go through it and you go through different scenes. They have indoor and outdoor elements as well.
Okay.
So yeah, and highly themed and just an all around great haunt. I
Awesome.
think you guys will like it. So
Very cool. And that, folks, is apparently 88 haunts. So we're one off
I
there.
have been to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, just not their Halloween event.
Gotcha.
But I have
Okay.
been there.
I think maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's 88 haunts. So that's what we've done up till now. I'm imagining there'll be some new stuff to do in Florida this year. So really excited about that. But we gotta wrap this thing up. We gotta go to Waffle House.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I want a chocolate chip waffle.
Very good. All right, very cool. So hopefully you've enjoyed our retrospective here of the haunts that we've done. Do me a favor, Melissa, actually Lily, turn that light off here because you know how to turn that one off. Melissa, turn that light off, not this one on me, but the one on the one facing the guest side.
This one?
Nope, the other one.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Turn that off. And there we go. So take a look at the map there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
We can see the different states glowing. We can see all the pins glowing there. So that is the coverage that HauntScene has done.
We'll probably get a stronger glow.
Yeah,
marker,
yeah.
but-
I didn't have the ability to test it out because I was, yeah. But that looks pretty cool. So
Not
that
bad,
is
not
what
bad.
we've done up till now. And like I said, the long-term goal is to
Florida.
do one haunt in every state.
Mr. Orlando,
Florida.
you want-
For Florida, we've done a lot of stuff in Florida right there. Yep.
Please kill me.
Ash's Tales of Terror, Haunted Maze. I don't know. I don't think we did. Okay, so Tyler
What's up,
did another
peeps?
one in stick another one in Orlando.
I don't think we can fit anymore at this point.
So that'll count as 89 because Tyler did another one. Yep.
Good
So
lord.
we'll eventually just cover the whole state.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There we go.
Very cool. Well, I do appreciate everybody watching. Thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this thing up.
What's up?
Lily, Melissa, you guys did an amazing job.
Yay! Good job.
job.
Lily.
You're fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Good job. Good job. That was a lot
Very
of fun.
cool. That was fun. And the
Yay.
good news is we only have to do that once.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, very cool. So I do want to thank our Patreon supporters. These are the people that make everything we do possible. They help with the haunt bills. So John Sebastian Laval, Crystal Laval, thank you so much. John's been a Patreon supporter for over a year now. You too could support us on Patreon. Mark Muncie from Erie, Florida, and Carrie Schultz. And then Amanda Rosenblatt also support us as well. Thank you so much. We do appreciate that. And next week on the show, this is our actual season premiere. This episode, the one before, were kind of our warm-up episodes. We're going to have Tan Poplin in here from Project Backfire Design. We saw her at Transworld, sells a bunch of cool props. She's a character. So hopefully she'll bring some suckers for us.
Yes. I
And,
want all the suckers.
She's awesome. She's currently a character at Sir Attorney's Haunted Trail. She's super duper nice. She might bring in some free friends for the show.
Yeah, a possum.
Or tarantula.
I am not stepping.
No, thank
I am
you.
not
I'm
stepping into the
just
studio
kidding.
if
I'm
there
just
is.
kidding.
I
Okay.
will do the show from outside.
So yeah, tune in next week. Hopefully we got all the bugs worked out. And I want to follow our journey. Make sure that you are following us on social media. If you are not following us, we just hit like 6661 followers on Instagram, so we do appreciate the support there. We're also going to be on Facebook and Twitter. Email us if you have any questions. I'm not sure we're going to turn this episode into a podcast, but we might. And then please visit HauntScene.com to see this list of the haunts that we've done. Once again, long-term goal is to do one haunt in every state. So we are at 89 haunts in 18 states, which is pretty cool. And we have come a long way. So awesome. Lily, go ahead and say goodbye to everybody in the dark.
Goodbye, everybody. I hope you have a great fright. I don't know when I'll be on the show again next time, but hopefully I'll be wearing a onesie.
Hopefully.
Yes.
You are welcome to join us whenever.
Yay. As long as there's no tarantulas.
As long as there's no
There's
tarantulas.
no tarantulas in here because I won't be in here either, Lily, if there is.
Awesome.
I'll kick someone.
All right, so 45 minutes overdue. How did I think we were going to do this in an hour?
You know what you're doing. Florida took up like
I know.
40 minutes of it.
Why are you so shaded? You're like in the...
Why
okay,
am I
there we
so
go.
dark?
I don't know. You're fine. So we're good now. Thank you to Haunt Shirts for all the awesome stuff. We love buying your stuff. Go to HauntShirts.com. Take advantage of the 25% off sale right now. All the hat and everything, all the stuff. So if you want your brand to be featured on the show, please reach out to us and we'll work something out. But that is going to be it. So until next time, Lily, what's your tagline?
Yeah, what is your
I
tagline?
already said mine. Have a great Friday.
Have a great fright.
Okay, have a great fright.
Have a great
Okay,
fright.
all right.
That is adorable.
All right, we're gonna roll the new credits. So until next time, we'll see you next week. Spook easy.
As always, happy haunting. Have a good night, guys.
All
Goodbye.
right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Give me some treats.